This is the way we come to school, we come to school, we come to school. This is the way we come to school so early in the morning. Right here, for these kids to get to their school here in Akon village, lots of them have to cross multiple rivers. And they walk several miles because they have the desire to get an education. See everybody, this is Simon right here, and he's getting ready to go to school. And we just want to show you like what he's studying here. This is Simon's handwriting. This is all his work. And you can see where he's studying the anatomy of the human body, the structure of the digestive system, where he starts with the mouth and goes through the esophagus. You can be the doctor here at the clinic. That'd be fantastic.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Every child, I don't care where they are, deserves an education. Every adult, if they choose and they want it, deserves an education, deserves to at least to learn to be able to read and write.
You don't know how to read, you don't know how to write, you don't even listen to their focus. Then how will you know their problems? And even you cannot share your problem, there is no way that you can express your problem to be known by other part of the world without being educated.
The government has opened opportunity for 25% of seats that is available for women to fill. These young women whom we are educating right now will become the future, the female leaders of Sudan.
When I first walked on the school, you know, you're greeted by songs and clapping before you even get to the school. You know you're approaching the school because you can hear the sounds of the kids singing. I didn't expect to see as many girls as I did see, and also just the smiling faces, and everybody just seemed to be really happy.
I have a couple of pictures back at home that are hung up in my office. One of them is a picture of children gathering underneath a babao tree like this, with the chalkboard nailed to the tree, and that was one of the pictures that really inspired Christiev and I that we needed to help these children out. So this is Philip. Philip is the headmaster of the school. We brought some supplies for the school. We're going to show Philip what we brought, and he's going to decide how he can either disperse them or hold on to them and use them over the next period of time until we can get more stuff here. Some more notebooks. You know, we took some books, you know, that the teachers could use. This is that book I was telling you about, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. It's my favorite book. Some more paper, man. They don't have paper, pencils, basic things. You know, they got a chalkboard, but then the kids need something to make their notes on it. And like maybe when kids do good, you know, they get a treat. We took a couple of cases of instruments, just recorders, because, you know, in my world, I figure if you're living in a distress situation like that, one of the coolest things that you can have is just some music, you know.
People all over the world want to learn. They're like sponges. They want to learn everything they can learn. You can give a guy 3 books, and it might be more than he's ever seen in his life. We were out in the middle of nowhere, and a guy had a computer he wanted to run, and he wanted to get it hooked up to a solar system. He just couldn't figure out why, because he couldn't get on the internet, he couldn't do anything. He's out in really nowhere. And he brought out this box of CDs, and he said, I have 20,000 books in this box. I have 14 books in my school for 8 grades. That's why I want this computer.
And it's right here.
My name is Big Kenny. Big Kenny. Big Kenny. Big Kenny. I'm going to learn your language, or one of your languages, and we're going to sing this song in Dinka. Okay. I learned a little Dinka as soon as I got here. I learned how to sing a melody that I put together for the song Love Everybody. And we've done 2 music classes in the school where we taught them the song in Dinka and then taught them the song in English. My first words in Dinka. And that would be Love Everybody.
Love everybody.
Which is what that says right there.
Okay. From the first day to the second day, I immediately heard children humming the melodies and just singing it to themselves because they're, they're a little shy. And then every time I'd get a little group aside, they would just start singing it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Love everybody.
They catch on like that. They're sharp. There's some incredibly bright kids in the My Sister's Keeper School and the Cognac School for Girls.
I'm in front of God, in front of God. Now, do you think you can sing it yourselves? With My Sister's Keeper, we've been working real hard to try to get uniforms and T-shirts made, and we were able to get them in there in time that during our trip we were able to hand them out. Great job!
One of the things that's amazing, these children are very poor, so uniforms really give them some self-esteem.
Anybody try to imagine like you're 5 years old and you're getting up on Christmas morning and there's that bicycle there that you've been hoping Santa would bring you forever. When these girls got these dresses, that's the look on their face.
They want to look beautiful. They want to be considered that, and that uniform somehow adds so much to them. Watching these little girls put their uniforms on and stand a little taller and feel like they're part of something special, that's it.
If they're an orphan child or living in whatever condition they're living in, when they come to that school and they wear that uniform, it gives them something to be proud of. That, I think, is one of the biggest things that has grown the school so rapidly from when it started out as a couple hundred girls to over 1,000 girls now. And why they come from so far to gather there, they feel like they're part of something. They've got a crest now, that says the Cognac School for Girls, and, they've got pride and strength in that. And that and getting a meal a day, man, is amazing what that means for them to come to school and get an education.
This is the Adult Education Center. We're going to be checking out. They want to speak with us and make a few points too. As you can see, everyone can see, everyone's in pretty dire needs here. Just coming out of a civil war, 20 years. A lot of the country was destroyed, but as you can see, they're making great strides in building it back. Just need a little help. Just need a little help.
I was really impressed by the teachers that had made such a commitment at the school. One of the things I found out after we were there is that the teachers, because of the problems between the North and the South, there's a dozen teachers there at the school that, had been working for free for months and months and months. We were able to pay them all for the next year and at least keep them going. People have to understand that the value of $1 there is so much different than it is here. If they make $100 a month, they're making a lot of money. An average person is probably making $5 a week if they're lucky. The most of them are probably making nothing. It's a subsistence, survival environment. It's just, they're living off the land with whatever they can scrape together and the donations of grain and food from the World Food Program and other organizations like that.
In Akon, they believe that My Sister's Keeper would do everything for them, so.
B, C.
I know My Sister's Keeper can only do a small bit of everything, but people really have a lot of hope.
This specific village of Akon, they can only get in and out of it by truck for 3-4 months out of the year. The rest of the time it's surrounded by 4 rivers. The only way you're going to get across them is by boat or to wade across it. So it's hard to bring in building materials, any sort of real development or sustainability products.
These people need everything. And so schools and hospitals are where you start concentrating. That's the only way we're going to build a society and build a group of people is by keeping them healthy and by teaching them.
Medicine